Hello, my math muffins. So this video is going to be about systems of equations, but when they're embedded within word problems. I'm going to do a couple examples with you, and then the rest of it you'll complete for your other part of the homework assignment. So for the first one, it says a used bookstore also is selling used CDs and videos. In the first week, the store sold a combination of 40 CDs and videos, and they charged $4 per CD and $6 per video, and the total sales were $180. So just looking at it, these are kind of some highlights here. There's a total of 40 videos and CDs, $4 per CD, $6 per video, and the total sales were $180. So for this, the first thing that you're going to want to do is define your variables, and then we'll write our system, and then we'll solve it. So the variables here, we don't know how many CDs were sold and we don't know how many videos were sold. So I'm going to say C for CDs, number of CDs, and then V for video, number of videos. So there's really two different equations here. We have the total amount of sold, and we also have the total cost. So we'll work with the cost first. So the total cost was $180, and that was from a combination of the $4 for the CDs and the $6 per video. Usually with these kinds of word problems, plus $6, all the money is going to kind of go in the same equation. So when I take the money earned from the CDs and add it to $6 times the number of videos, I get $180 total. So that would be your first equation. The second equation, you'll see we only have one number left, 40. That's the total amount of videos and CDs. So the number of CDs, which is C, plus the number of videos, which is V, equals 40. So that's how you would set that up. I'm going to hit this button because it's a little light. So there's your two equations. So your total amount equation, and then also the money equation. Now from here, you could solve this either using substitution or elimination. Elimination is pretty nice. I'm going to use that first. So 4C plus 6V equals 180. If I multiply my second equation by -4, negative 160, and then add them up. So it's 0, and then 2V equals 20. So the number of videos is 10. And then you can easily plug that back in here, and you get C plus 10 equals 40. C is 30. So that's setting it up and then also solving it. So the number of CDs was 30 and the number of videos was 10. You can check this too by just plugging this in as well. Here obviously C plus V equals 40, that checks. If I plug it back in up here, we get 4 times 30 plus 6 times 10. That's 120 plus 60, which is 180. So it checks as well. So in this problem here, your two equations were these marked, and then your answers were down there. All right, I'm going to do one more. Let's see. We're going to do number 3. And that way you have one more example, kind of. So for number 3, it says the length of Sally's garden is 4 meters greater than 3 times the width. The perimeter of her garden is 72 meters. Find the dimensions. So dimensions, remember, of a garden, we're talking about a rectangular garden, are length and width. So we'll say let L equal the length and let W equal the width. So the first equation I'm going to do is this sentence up here. The length of Sally's garden is, remember is means equals, 3 meters greater than 3 times the width. So that means the length is equal to 4 plus 3 times the width. So there's your first equation. And the second equation is the perimeter of her garden is 72. So you can either look at a formula sheet, but remember perimeter is just 2L plus 2W. You're just adding up all the sides. So 2L plus 2W equals 72. So those are your two equations. And then once you set those up, substitution, because L is already isolated, is definitely the easiest way to solve it. So there's your expression there. We can substitute 4 plus 3W in for L. So it'd be 2 times 4 plus 3W. Remember, once you substitute, you should end up getting all of the same numbers. I'm just going to solve this pretty quickly. So then that's 8 plus 8W equals 72. 2 and so that'd be 6. So that would be 64. So the width is equal to 8. So your width is 8, and then remember the length is equal to 4 plus 3 times the width. So your length is equal to 4 plus 3 times 8, which is 28. And if I were to add 28 plus 28, that would be 56, and plus 16 should get you back to 72. So you can easily check these as well. So there's your answers, and then here were your equations.